Israel's onslaught against Hezbollah has been unrelenting. Wave after wave of airstrikes that Israel says have wiped out Hezbollah infrastructure. The group's longtime leader, Hassan Nasrallah, and several other top commanders killed. And Hezbollah communications sabotaged after its pagers and walkie-talkies exploded across Lebanon. All of it leaving Hezbollah, long one of the most powerful militias in the Middle East, weakened and reeling.
People have deplored certain parts of it, the civilian casualties, collateral damage. But from a purely military point of view, the Israeli Defense Force has staged a remarkable set of operations.
Hezbollah now is off balance. Its top leaders have been assassinated. It's rattled, it's shocked. Its priority is to put its house in order.
While deeply diminished, the group can still recover and pose a dangerous threat, say experts, pointing to Hezbollah's resilience and the scope of its fighters and weapons.
This war between Israel and Hezbollah, in my opinion, is just beginning. It is not ending anytime soon.
Consider Israel assassinated the previous head of Hezbollah, Abbas al-Musawi, in 1992. But rather than weaken the group, it ushered in Nasrallah, considered a more powerful leader who turned Hezbollah from a small militia into a more formidable foe of Israel.
Hezbollah is an organization that's bigger than one person. However, it's worth noting at the same time that Nasrallah was in many ways a unique person, an incredibly charismatic communicator on behalf of Hezbollah, and not just with the supporter base of Hezbollah, but also with other actors within Lebanon and in the region.
His death after leading Hezbollah for more than 30 years may be harder to recover from, but the vacuum isn't likely to remain for long, and there are fears of a more extreme replacement.
New leaders will come to the fore. There may be power struggles over the direction of the organization, but the most likely short-term effect is going to be someone will have his finger on the button of firing.
Hezbollah has vowed to continue its fight against Israel, and that new leader would have command of thousands of fighters who remain keen on revenge.
The fact is that Hezbollah has enough personnel to eventually recover from this. It's not a seismic blow, but it is a setback.
Along with its leaders, the Israeli military has been targeting Hezbollah's weapons. Israel says its scores of airstrikes have destroyed hundreds of Hezbollah rocket launchers, key weapons caches, and smuggling tunnels.
Without a doubt, Israel's expanded bombing campaigns have impacted that arsenal. We just don't know to what degree, but for sure, Hezbollah still has weapons.
Some of its sprawling arsenal purportedly shielded in underground tunnels. Before the war, Hezbollah was estimated to have some 150,000 rockets and missiles, including long-range precision-guided missiles capable of striking deep inside Israel.
The real campaign is going to be on taking out the rockets and missiles. Because if Israel is successful in that, then Hezbollah's ability to do harm, even with its new leaders, is actually going to be reduced.
Despite the bombing campaign, Hezbollah has been able to fire some rockets, though most have been intercepted by Israel's air defenses. Analysts say there will be internal pressure within Hezbollah to launch more attacks before more weapons are destroyed. But Hezbollah's current capacity to cause significant damage in Israel is unclear.
The question is, which weapons does it still have? Even if Hezbollah did want to retaliate severely, does it still have the ability to do so?
Another crucial question is what response, if any, may come from Iran, Hezbollah's key backer. Nasrallah was considered the most powerful leader in Iran's so-called axis of resistance against Israel, a band of militia groups including Hamas in Gaza, the Houthis in Yemen, and fighters in Iraq and Syria. Iran's supreme leader vowed Nasrallah's killing would not go unavenged, but that kind of tough talk with little action has happened before. Think back to the July assassination of Hamas political leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran. There were similar vows of retaliation, but no real response.
Iran will need to be seen to be doing something, whether it is symbolic or strategic or tactical. But right now, they are looking almost weakened themselves with the fact that they are unable to actually carry out anything of any real purpose.
The importance of Hezbollah may compel Iran to do more this time, but it seems set on avoiding all-out war.
While this is a particularly dangerous time strategically for Iran, and that might change Iran's behavior, we also shouldn't necessarily expect that Iran will throw caution to the wind, given its previous behavior and its previous strategic approach.
Iran could direct its proxies to step up attacks. The Houthis launched a ballistic missile intercepted as it targeted Israel's main airport in the hours after the Nasrallah assassination. It all signals more violence to come, Israel mulling a ground operation against Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, with its longtime enemy now scrambling to regroup.